Welcome back to another COVID-19 Franchise Leaders Respond. I am your host, Red Boswell, president of IFPG. We're joined today by the wonderful Stacey Firth. Stacey is director of franchise development for 30-Minute Hit, and guess what? She's a franchisee too, so she's buying what she's selling. Stacey, welcome to the call today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for reaching out. You are doing some cool things with your franchisees and for your franchisees in this whole crisis we're in. But first, I see some sweet faces behind you. How's you and the family doing?
We're doing good. Yeah, we're trying to stay positive. I'm not sure the kids like having us as their teacher so much, but the schools have been really great at doing Zoom classrooms and providing us with materials. So it's more just keeping the 4-year-old occupied at this point. But yeah, so far so good. We're all healthy and just taking it day by day, enjoying the time with the kids.
Yes, I follow you on some of the social medias, and I see you out there. You're up in Vancouver, right?
Yes.
Vancouver and
Yeah.
British Columbia, and you're even though it's a little cold compared to Texas, you're out there enjoying it with the family and having a good time. So make the most of it. You'll never forget this, the good and the bad of this crisis.
Exactly.
So speaking of crisis, you are in the middle of the pain. I mean, 30-Minute Hit. That's a boutique fitness. Boutique fitness is right up there with restaurants and how they are, for the most part, struggling pretty heavily. How has it hit your organization?
Yeah, so all locations have been closed now since March 15th. That's when we made the decision to shut it down. So the first couple weeks were definitely an emotional roller coaster for all franchisees, franchise wide. It's been great though to have each other as a support system. We're in constant contact with each other, getting us through, the days because we're all feeling the exact same things. Um, the biggest concern obviously was when we do get back to normal, retaining as many people as possible. So our number one goal is to keep our members happy still. um, it's been challenging. Our gyms have been closed now for over a month, and we're ready to get back open, but we're just taking it day by day. It's all we can really do. So
And to put it in perspective, how many gyms y'all at now, and including sold and under construction, open?
I think we're sitting at just around like 95, 96. We actually just awarded 2 this week though. So I gotta kind of, yeah,
Hey,
we're still tracking along.
love to hear that. See, everybody thinks nobody's buying, but I don't know if I've talked to a single franchisor yet that hasn't done a deal, awarded a franchise in the last 30 days. It's
Right.
continuing to happen. I
Yeah.
mean, what a
Yeah.
great time to go through the process. We're going to hit Fran Dev in a sec. Thank you for sharing that. What about your current franchisees? So you closed them. They're all closed, 95, not open, not a single one, including your own baby. What is the franchisor doing? How have you responded to this?
Actually, Deanna and Jackson, the founders and the team, have been so fast acting. Literally 2 days after we closed all locations, we had an online workout platform launched and ready to go for all of our members to access. So it's called Hit at Home. It's basically bringing the hit to your living room, and all of our members have been able to log in there. It's been really fun seeing them all post on social media, tagging us in their Insta stories, and they're staying really active. They're loving it. So 2 new workouts are launched every week, and then 2 live training sessions just through this platform. So that was amazing to have it ready so fast. Our members are so thankful.
So yeah, no doubt. And the live session, I'm curious, is each local franchisee leading it, or is it from a national scope leading it for all the franchisees members?
It's a national scope. So the head trainer of our franchise, Shauna, who is incredible, she's the one that trains all of our franchisees when they come up to Vancouver for their physical training. She's on there yelling at you through the screen, making you sweaty. So it's super fun. So we have 2 live sessions a week, and then we have the 2 new workouts launched every week. But we see members, joining in just like this on Zoom with their friends. We when we're open, we actually do these 3 times a year. We do these sticker challenges where our members commit to a certain amount of times that they're going to get their workout in, and they publicly display it in the hit with their name and their goal, and there's prizes and things like that, and they get a little 30-minute hit like sticker, glove sticker beside their name. And I don't know what it is about stickers, but we all go crazy over them. And so we have actually, we have a virtual one of those. So after they do their workout, they get their little sticker. And the prizes, we just kept it fun. It's a 30-minute hit hat because all of us are going to have horrible hair after this. So we're just keeping it fun, trying to keep everybody's spirits up. But yeah, I mean, it was great to have that up and going, and it's been keeping all of our franchisees super excited and our members, which is, yeah, kind of our number one goal is to kind of keep our communities happy. And
I'm looking around the office trying to figure out if I got any stickers for anything. I'm feeling a little sticker envy. And by the
access to it, you can get your sticker through the Hit at Home program. You can do it.
Nice. I'm looking for it. And I took, got this little beard going a few months ago, and I got a number 2 extension on the razor, so I can just kind of trim it up every day. I just took the whole head number 2. Why not? Nobody's going to cut it except me. So,
Lucky. Yeah.
hey, you don't have any gray. You don't have anything to worry about.
We'll see.
White going on.
I don't know. Who knows what we're gonna look like after this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. We actually are launching it in phases, but now, like, it started off with Hit at Home just being available to members, but now we're kind of looking, forward to opening, obviously, and we want to make sure that we are, still staying in front of people's minds and stuff. So our members are actually able to invite their friends and family to also join them on the Hit at Home. They don't have to be members. So that's been cool. Everybody's been sending out their little invitations that way. And we're thinking about offering it to our communities too, just during this time. So it's pretty sweet. It's exciting.
That would be interesting. So you're thinking about beyond the members, friends, and family, just kind of opening it up to the world.
Yeah, why not share some boxing, some stress relief with everybody, right? During the most stressful time probably we'll all live through.
Now, do they need a bag at home? How does that work?
No, not at all. It's all body weight exercises and punching and kicking. So there's different variations that you can choose from, between kicks or lunges or, tons of different varieties. When the new exercise pops up on the screen, Terry, the girl in the video, she's amazing. She's our 30-minute hit brand ambassador. She makes it look like super effortless. And you're sitting there just, but it's fun. It's good.
All right. Well, dare I ask about any stories of triumph? I mean, you've got franchisees. It sounds like all of them, if they're following the franchisor's lead, supporting their members with this new significant pivot to online, that's a triumph in itself.
Yeah.
Any other stories or examples you can share, either Zor or Z?
Honestly, it's just kind of day by day at this point. So, but we've had a lot of, we've extended all of this Hit at Home to all of our expired members, people that maybe came in and didn't sign up. And we've had some really great feedback from franchisees, even some of my expired members. They've written and they've said, like, please let me know when you reopen. I want to rejoin. Thank you for doing this. So I think that's a triumph, alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get some members returning. I think it's awesome. I think we're going to go back to a healthy space.
I agree, and there's so much pent up demand that people are going to be jumping for joy and probably leave the house for 4 days. Just
Yeah.
I'm done with this place. So our current members, those who've stayed, there's no doubt been a little bit of attrition happening, but those who stayed are paying the same, right? Same monthly.
Actually, no. We decided franchise-wide we are not charging our members during this time.
Nothing?
Nope. We've
Oh.
decided, and that's what's it's interesting. Like our overhead for 30-minute hit locations it's pretty low. Like we don't have equipment leasing cost. Like our biggest expense is rent. And a lot of landlords have, chosen to give rental abatement and things like that. So our overhead is not significant. Our staff is, furloughed or temporarily laid off right now. So we've decided, as a whole, that it was the best decision for retention wise to not charge our members during this time. Everybody's being hit hard equally. A lot of people cannot afford a gym membership right now. We didn't want them stressing about that. And long term, we felt that it was our best chance at retaining our members. And we've seen that. I've had very little cancellations coming in. Like, really,
I mean, why would they? Right?
Yeah, everybody's so grateful. And I mean, it was a tough decision. All of us are obviously feeling the pinch here and there, but we're taking advantage of, what the government has, extended in all of our individual communities and, countries and stuff. So, yeah, I think it was the best decision. We're getting tons of good social media feedback.
So zero royalties. The franchisor is getting zero income unless they award a franchise, right?
Well, we're paying royalties still, but we're happy
Uh-huh.
to because there are costs involved with doing like the hit at home and resources and stuff that way.
Okay.
Uh, but as far as like any marketing or anything like that, all of that's been it's just our flat royalty fee that we're
Just
paying.
the minimum. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Beautiful. What about Frandev? That's your world. Okay,
Yes.
we've got two parts to the question here. The pipeline that was there a month ago before
Yeah.
the world fell apart. What have they done? Have they run to the hills? Have they slowed down, or have they moved to a close? And then also let's talk new pipeline.
Yeah, honestly, I was surprised. I wasn't sure how this was going to affect the development side of things. I mean, obviously, this is like uncharted territory for all of us. We did our first virtual discovery day about 2 weeks ago, and it was great. We had about 12 people come in. A few of those have gone on to do their approval calls. We just awarded two this week. We have a couple more lined up this week. So everybody's moving along. We've had a few people just, hit the pause button, and we totally understand that. But for the most part, I'm seeing that people, they know that this is going to end, and they're looking forward to that. Timelines, we're just working with people's timelines and comfort levels and things like that. But everybody's just moving along and kind of going with the flow, right? We've had, we've been on this call. I had two territory checks and,
Ah,
two leads come in this morning. So there's definitely still interest. I think, people are going to see the benefits of owning their own business, and franchising is nice because you have the support and everything. So
what about new lead flow, and include where the leads are coming from? Are you seeing a change in your lead generation sources at all?
not so much. We get a lot of our leads from, broker networks and things like that. So we've majority of our leads have been coming from our broker networks. We've had a few sneak in here and there just from organic, but majority of it is from our broker partners.
And how about the volume? What's that look like compared to a month or two or three ago?
It's honestly, it's a little bit slower, but not too much. Yeah.
We can attest to that too. Our monitoring our territory checks. We've got almost 600 consultants, and so they check on a territory availability before they present the brand to their candidates. And if you take the first half of the last 3 months, including this one, so we're in the middle of the month here. We looked at last month first half and the month before first half. We are super close to the same. So we've seen like a 1-2% dip, which is in the margin of error, as they say. So we're very encouraged by that. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you watch media, you watch news, and you think, oh my gosh, there's
Right.
rioting in the streets.
Yeah.
You see these pictures. It drives me crazy on social media. I've seen it 20 times now. People will have a picture of Times Square with like 1,000 little pictures of COVID cells floating in the air like it's an invasion from Mars. And they treat it like totally serious. If you could see the virus, how would you react? And then they show 1,000 viruses floating in the air in the middle of Times Square, with like some of them gigantic. And I'm like, that is the biggest hype. Come on. I know it's on things, and a lot of people haven't. You don't want to spread it. You want to be safe, and you want to 6 feet, and you want to social distance. You want to stay inside. But give me a break. It ain't like an alien invasion coming in all over us.
That's right.
So
I know it's not the zombie apocalypse. We don't need to steal all the toilet paper.
what's up with that? We're now 30, 40 days into it, and we've gone every other day to 5 different, not every other day to five, but 5 different locations every week, and we still have not seen one roll of toilet paper. Unfortunately, we had a bunch, but
Yeah.
who's
Oh
still buying it?
Red, it is even worse here because we make our own toilet paper. Like literally in the city where one of my locations is, we make our own toilet paper. And
Wow,
people are still like hoarding it. It blows my mind. It's like, relax, everybody. There's enough toilet paper to go around.
no doubt.
And so,
Obviously, I don't know what's up with that. I just can't. I feel like I'm in a surreal dream. Well,
yeah.
so Stacey Firth, any additional guidance, advice, any maybe predictions that you can share for with the franchisors out there?
Oh geez. Honestly, just take it day by day. Really, like every day, there's new news coming out. Try not to feed into everything that you see on social media. Everything that you see on Facebook isn't necessarily true. Some of it is old pictures, and it's claiming it as new. So you just have to really investigate and research like what is accurate information. But really just day by day, like one day is going to suck and the next day is going to be good. So, but what's been really helpful for me is waking up, doing a workout. Sometimes I do a couple a day, not gonna lie, getting some fresh air, doing your hair, doing your makeup, like just try to have some sort of routine. We're gonna get through this, but why not, coming out our best selves.
Amen. I do my makeup every day.
I
So
know you can tell you're looking fresh over there.
thank you. Well, we appreciate you and you giving back to the community. I thought I muted my phone here. Sorry. I broke my own rule. Mute your phone. Look at that. Well,
Okay.
Stacey, we appreciate 30-minute hit. You guys are such givers, and the fact that you're all your franchisees are giving too by not even charging, that I've not heard of. A total free service and still doing the service, just not charging for it. That's amazing. So thank you for that advice for franchisors out there who really want to give and looking for ways to do that to help their organizations. And yet the franchisees are still giving a minimum royalty back to their ZOR so that the ZOR can do all the things to support them. That is franchising. We're stronger together. You've seen the hashtag franchising stronger together. We think it really speaks to exactly what we're all going through as a team here.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, well, thank you, Stacey. Thank you, 30-minute hit. We love you, appreciate you, and we'll see you on the road very soon, I hope.
Yes. Sounds good. Thanks, Red.
My pleasure.